Hi, my name is Tom Wright, and I am here with Mike and Chief Charlie Rose from the U.S. Navy. And we are honored to be here because Chevrolet is really doing a great job with renewable energy, as is the U.S. Navy, training people for the next level of renewable energy. And we're really proud of both what Chevrolet is doing and what the U.S. Navy is doing, because when the U.S. Navy is done training many of these people, they will make great engineers for Chevrolet. Why don't you tell us a little about these cars, and then Chief Rose can tell us about his program.
Well, I've been with a Chevy dealership for the last 27 years, but my grandfather, father, and brother were all engineers for General Motors too. So we got started with a Volt not too long ago, which had an internal combustion engine and a battery, and that was our first foray into the electric vehicles. Loved that platform. Now we see a Bolt over there. We've got the new Equinox EV here, the Silverado EV. So we now at Chevrolet have an EV type of vehicle for everyone. I found it really enjoyable lately to get with people and to let them know who haven't been used to that are used to the internal combustion engine, have been used to the EVs, get them inside, get them driving, and they seem to really enjoy the EV once they get a chance to try it out. So from the Bolt, which used to be, about 200 miles to a charge, to the new Equinox EV, which is about 319. Now to the Silverado EV, we're around 450 miles to a charge. You have different options. We have a vehicle for almost every family and person at Chevrolet now for the EVs. So nice to be with Chevrolet, showing the new EVs here to the people that are interested in them.
So thank you. Like Tom was mentioning, the Navy's renewable energy source, we use nuclear power, right, for our carriers and submarines all over the world. And we'll train people to be able to run those, whether they're enlisting right out of high school or going to college. We can actually pay students while they go to college and line them up for a career as an officer and learn how to run those nuclear reactors and the carriers or the submarines all over the world. So we have some great opportunities there, and once they finish that initial 4, 5, 6 year commitment, whatever it is, like Tom said, they're excellent job candidates for GM or any other auto company looking to get more in that renewable energy expertise. So it's really just taking advantage of the opportunities that are out there. Very competitive with salary, bonuses, benefits, and all of that. So we're happy to be out here today and just kind of getting in the mix with you guys and showing what we can bring to the table as well.
Yeah, it's nice to hear that. We have a lot of mechanics back there. Only a few of them are certified in the EV vehicles, and it's nice to see somebody getting young people trained in new areas, because we are definitely going to need more and more mechanical people, electrical people to service these new vehicles. So the more people that get started at it young, we're definitely going to be looking for them at the dealership.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll provide the training if you provide the jobs whenever their time in the Navy is done.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, thank you.
Yes, can I give one more plug for the Navy?
Absolutely.
Many of you would not be aware the initial sign-on bonus, once you've passed physics and calculus, correct, at the proper levels, you can get a $30,000 sign-on bonus, and you go into an officer program, correct, Charlie?
Correct, and that's correct, and that's while you're a college student. So you can get that $30,000 bonus while you're a college student, and we'll pay you just to finish your degree for up to 3.5 years. Like you said, as long as you have Calc 1, Physics 1 completed, and you're enrolled in Calculus 2, Physics 2, then there's a series of interviews and applications to complete. But once you're in it's called the Nuclear Propulsion Officer Candidate Program, NUPOC for short, and we'll pay you up to approximately $70,000 a year while you're going to school. And your job is just to maintain your GPA and graduate on time, and then we line you up with that career right after graduation as well.
And
I was going to say, my brother and sister, one's electrical engineer, one is a mechanical engineer. My older brother got a PhD, my sister a master's. They would have loved that program to go in. They both went to Michigan Tech, had to pay for it. They love those programs. They love being engineers. But I'm sure if they had a chance to do this, they'd be interested in getting it free instead of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we have programs that provide scholarships, but then we also have collegiate programs where we just pay the salary, and you can use that to pay your tuition, or you can use it to pay your life expenses, whether they be on the weekend or otherwise.
Nice.
And the other good thing is you also are expanding the programs. Isn't your civil engineering program now under the same guidelines as the nuclear propulsion, where you get the same pay?
Yeah, so our civil engineer collegiate program, very similar. It's the same pay, same promotion capabilities. It still lines you up for a career right after graduation. That's great for any civil engineers, and what they'll end up doing is they'll be in charge of any construction and things like that. They're essentially in charge of what we call the CBs, right? So their motto is we build, we fight, right? So the officers in charge of them are typically the civil engineers. And yeah, that's a great collegiate program. We also have the baccalaureate degree completion program, and that's for pretty much any other major, right? And you can apply for that, and with a career field in mind for after you graduate, whether that be pilot, intelligence officer, supply corps officer, and we'll pay the person for up to 2 years while they finish their degree, and all they have to do, maintain a 2.8 GPA, pass a physical fitness test once a year, right? Get medically fit to serve, and apply for the program. And if accepted, we'll send you, to officer candidate school, so the officer version of boot camp, right after graduation. So while you're in school, that's your job, is just to be a student, graduate on time, and maintain solid grades. Right.
Charlie, we are thrilled with that, but we're also thrilled to have Saline Chevrolet, part of the great General Motors Corporation that started here in Michigan, showing us what they're doing to change our future.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks.